Good morning, Renaissance Unity family, and happy Palm Sunday. Before I invite you to set an intention for today, I want to invite you to listen to a transcript, a little bit of a transcript from a Palm Sunday talk by Eric Butterworth about what might have come to Jesus' mind after his triumphant entry into Jerusalem. He writes, "So, I would like you to come with me to a garden outside the city gates of Jerusalem, up the slope of Mount Olivet, in the little village of Bethany, where Jesus had finished supper with his friend, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, in their little clay dwelling, and had gone out for a quiet time under the silence of the twinkling stars of the night. Here we see Jesus reflecting over the turmoil and confusion of this very exciting day, which he had been called triumphant. For there we are guided to insights Jesus might have had about accepting one's divinity, the significance of the upcoming Passover meal, the final crossing out of human consciousness, the meaning of accepting the mantle of messiahship, and what it truly means to love both God and neighbor. And what do you think Eric Butterworth means when he says accepting the messiahships of what it truly means to love both God and neighbor? In this world of tremendous diversity and division in race, religion, sexual orientation, or simply values, how do we come together when we appear so separate? How is it possible to accept your divinity without accepting the divinity of others? Maybe this great diversity is the basis in which we do come together. As it is told, on Palm Sunday, Jesus rode into the city gates of Jerusalem, humbled on the donkey, and everyone sang and shouted, "Hosanna, save us." And they waved and they laid palms at Jesus' feet, a symbol of victory and triumph. Some people believe the intention of Jesus' coming was to tell us of his divinity with God. But truly, he was here to remind us of our divinity. But what the people and even Jesus' closest disciples didn't seem to know is that Jesus was on the last lap of a lifetime of personal overcoming. His life had been devoted to proving the principle of divinity in all of us. And he knew the truth could not complete until we went through the experience of dying on the cross. Metaphysically, death represents the release of all thoughts and behaviors that no longer serve us. So Jesus knew that we too had to come across and die. But we have to die to live again. So as he sat quietly in the garden on the night of the first Palm Sunday, in those quiet moments in the garden on the hillside of Bethany, he sat back and reflected on his humanity and on our humanity. One of the things that we all share together is the loss of some kind. There is something in us that wants us to hang on and not let go. And in this vortex, we are holding on, and if we let go, we feel like there's a vacuum. And how would we fill that vacuum? It can never be replaced. But that's not the message that Jesus came here to tell us. He came to tell us that the transformation and acknowledgement of release is something that we can do. That there's something greater. And if we just allow it, we too can experience the miracle of resurrection. So as we pause now to reflect, I want us to go into a garden in our minds and think about things, reflect on what we would like to let go in our lives. What are some of the things that we are holding on to that we feel that will create that vortex? But truly that vortex is just an empty space. Conversely, what are some of the things that we want to hold dear in our memories? Our loved ones that we've lost, we want to hold dear. And how can we find our own resurrection? And as we go in prayer and silence, I want you to join me in affirming this mantra. I am moving forward with love. Say that with me. I am moving forward with love. I am moving forward with love. Take that into the silence. I am moving forward with love. I am moving forward with love. I am moving forward with love. Breathe. I am moving forward with love. And Jesus died to remind us of a spiritual principle that the kingdom of God is within each and every one of us. That no matter what the ritual, there is triumph within us. No matter what the cross, there is a resurrection within us. Like Jesus, our spiritual power is not of this world. It lies in the expression of love in and through us, in the quiet grace of our loving presence. And if we are truly centered in our Christ energy, the world around us will recognize our gentle power and respond accordingly. I am moving forward with love, blessings and grace. I'm great and grateful always. Love you.